Instead of 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's see what's on my agenda for today. Oh, who calling this early? Metro Treatment Center, how may I help you? Hey, Miss Darlene, how you doing? Yeah, I did try to call you back, but let me explain to you how this goes. Now, the grant is not like a grant you get when you're at Bishop State Community College. You don't get no money back. No, it's a grant for methadone treatment. Yes, yes, ma'am, I know it's government-based, but you don't, ma'am? Okay, now, that's the gas check. That's for Medicaid patients. Ma'am, we don't see a check. I don't see a check. The director don't see a check. Excuse me? Who told you something about a check? No, ma'am. Yeah, it's government-based, but, you know, it only is designed to cater to your treatment services for methadone. You know what? I tell you what. Let me transfer you to Sharon, okay? All right. Hold on. Hold on now. Who is it?
Miss Pearson.
Miss P. Hold on. Just a moment, ma'am. Come in.
Good morning, Miss April, Miss Blessed Lady.
Hey, how you doing today? Whoa, look at you.
Blessed and highly favored.
Look like you just left the Lord's Supper. Did you bring me a bottle of wine and some crackers?
But I sure pray for you, though.
Oh, well, you know, thank you. How you doing today?
Ooh, I'm doing real good.
All right.
But
now.
let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside.
Oh, okay. You come to bring me therapy today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, since you're in a therapeutic, and you got your little therapeutic going on, let me go ahead and put out your treatment plan and get going with you today, okay? I tell you, looking all spiffy, looking like money. Ooh, smell like money too.
Oh, wait a minute, Miss April. This the job kind I had just went on.
Oh, the one we talked about on last week. Okay. All right.
Hello. Yes, this is she. Yes, I'm blessed today. How about you? I didn't get the job. What you mean? You didn't see how I was dressed? I spoke well. And I'm overqualified. What you mean I'm overqualified? And my demeanor was a bit broad and determined and what do you mean? All right then. You have a blessed day. Because it ain't what you're going to miss out on this blessing. But one thing for sure, I'm not going to be sad behind this either. Goodbye.
You all right, Miss Peterson?
I'm just a little sick. Because these little girls around here be dressing like little hooches and everything.
Oh, my.
And they get the job. And look at me.
Well, just call.
I don't understand why I can't get the job.
That's why we're working on the
Because I'm blessed.
Yeah, I understand. Yes, you
I
are
pay my
blessed.
tithes. I go to church
Hey, all right now. Well, now.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sick of this. It's been 9 jobs and ain't nobody had me.
I tell you what. We're going to work on reflections today. I know you're upset. You
I
know,
sure am. Because I'm over there living in that sober living house with all them sinners.
Yeah, I can.
And I've been delivered. And I'm much better than them now. You
That's
can't
right.
see that, April?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Look how I'm
I
dressed.
understand.
I'm all covered. I'm not rebuilding myself to these men out here. I'm not
That's
doing
right.
no more drugs. I really didn't have no drug problem anyway.
That's right. You're right.
You know, I just shot up a couple of times. That's it. I'm
Yeah.
better than them people over there.
Yeah, the addiction does not define you. You define you. Your creator defines you. I understand. I do understand. But I tell you what, we're going to work on reflections, a little behavior modification, emotion management. Okay, so just calm down. Matter of fact, I got
What
a
you
great
trying
idea.
to say?
I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm just saying what's on the inside should reflect on the outside, which you just said you use a positive, powerful moment.
Yes.
Double P. P.
Yes.
That's right. So you should be on the outside. That's all I'm saying.
Mighty.
All right now. Well, what we're gonna do is I have an absolute and awesome idea. Now on your treatment plan, we decided to do a little role play, right? So I think we should do a little role play today, and we're going to cover some different methods that we have been talking about. Okay?
I hear you.
Okay, I tell you what. If you agree to doing this role play, I will allow you to not come see me for the next 3 weeks of session time. How about that?
Come on, Miss April. I guess I got a little time.
I told you you'll feel better. All right, this is what we're going to do. Now, a part of the treatment plan, addressing the problem, we're going to pretend like I'm the host and you're my guest, okay? So we have to pretend like I'm doing a TV show. So we're going to pretend like the camera is over here, play land. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you talk about what you have experienced since you've been in treatment. Because, it's important that I meet the unique needs of the patient, which is you. Or I know you don't like the word patient, client. Don't want to be offensive. So as my client, we're going to talk about what you've learned. So I want to turn around. Hello there out there in TV land. I am your host, Miss Foster Jones, and I am here with my very special guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Sister Deaconess Jackie Peterson.
It's a capital J, lowercase p. Okay, Miss Peterson, what I need for you to do is to educate the audience. I want you to explain what you have learned since you have been in session concerning your particular needs. What you have gone through since you've been in session. What you have learned, your different objectives, the measurable goals, all those big words they have to use because I'm a therapist and you understand. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to let you know, first of all, I really don't have no problems because I'm perfect. When God delivered me, He delivered me whole. But I do got a little love for Miss April over here, my counselor. And she have assisted me on some barriers that she thought I had. I am unemployed, and I do need a job because I'm trying to get out this sober living house with these centers. So I think I'm going to be a little open-minded to what she's been teaching me as far as being kind of mild-toned and maybe change my dress attire when I'm going to live.
Just tone down just a little bit. You were going to apply for a church secretary. This would be awesome. This would be right on time. But, going to be a Walmart greeter, you have to learn how to allow balance to take place. You have to allow the balance, You can still walk in your truth and your belief and in your faith because what's on the inside is going to reflect on the outside anyway, right? So it's going to be seen by your outer, not just, it's going to be seen in your inner coming to your outer, not outer to the inner. Okay?
Okay.
So.
And this sober living again. It's a nice little house and everything.
Yeah.
But I just think I'm not like that anymore.
Tell the audience what it is about the people there that's such a concern for you. Because we want to let the audience know how you overcome those barriers of when you're dealing with people who challenges your emotion patterns.
Well, I've learned to kind of keep to myself a little bit, not be so judgmental, and not talk about God so much because them sinners over there, sometimes they don't want to hear about God. So you have to let them learn on their own.
Okay. All right. And you still stand in your truth. So, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that was very, very good.
So what you think I need to do, Miss April, as far as my next job? Because I'm going to get me a job because I got to
That's what I do believe it. I think that as you go forth, you show forth your skills and your experience, those talents and gifts that you have been blessed with. Showcase the talents and the gifts, like you're Ursha, you're over the Ursha board. So being a Walmart greeter, that's basically ushering the people into the store, right?
I know I can do.
That's I believe you. I do believe you. So we're just gonna work on toning it down, emotion management. Working on behavior. You have to learn how to respond and not react. Okay. I think sometimes you get it confused. You react Then you respond later when you go to the altar and want to ask for forgiveness.
Mhm.
But see, we can avoid all that if we just start just responding first. So that means you got to take time and think what you're going to say before you say it. You understand, Miss Peterson?
Yeah, you're making
All
a little
right,
sense
that's right.
today.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, all right.
Mhm.
I got 7 degrees on to make some kind of sense, shouldn't I? Yeah, all right now. Well, let this conclude to the audience that at the end, sometimes we have to recognize our bias, and we can't judge people on the basis of the way they carry themselves in the time and season of their life, or by the way they dress. It's important that we offer good customer service skills and we meet the unique needs of the person despite the different backgrounds they may come from in life, especially as serving as a practicing professional. So thank you for tuning in to the Foster Jones and Mr. Reverend Dr. Peterson show. And tune in to our next segment that'll be coming in about 2 weeks.